Zamani. I am an oculoplastic surgeon as well as the founder of MZ Skin. So my inspiration for MZ Skin started about 5 or 6 years ago. I love skincare. I've always loved skincare. Even when I was young, my closest friend from high school just reminded me that when we were 14 and 15, I would make my mother go buy Lancome and would do different scrubs, make my own scrubs, and I had no recollection of this. But actually, MZ Skin was born out of necessity almost. So I have always loved my nighttime routine. As a doctor, as a practicing doctor now, and as a resident and previously as a student, I didn't have much time. I studied quite a bit. And at the end of the evening, having my nighttime regime was really important to me. So I would take my shower and put lovely creams onto my face, and then I was ready for bed. As I got older, this continued to evolve. I had some favorites, and from there, I started mixing some medical grade retinols, vitamin C, some other antioxidants, some different acids, and so I was making a hybrid cream basically for myself. In 2014, I decided with the help of my husband to go for it and make a little skincare line. It was very gradual and it was very organic. It was never stressful. I found a formulator that I clicked with. I slowly found some wonderful women who have been very inspiring and also very helpful along my journey, which I found hugely important. And we started slowly creating the creams. Creating the creams were actually the easiest part of the process. Everything else around it is a little bit more difficult. I knew exactly what I wanted, and fortunately my formulator and my manufacturer were able to make that a reality. My skincare brand is different. One, it's made by a woman for women. Two, it combines the clinical with the sensory experience, and I think that's really important. I don't think that you need to have a product that feels clinical to work well, and I think it's really important to maintain a little bit of femininity, which is what I try to do. My packaging is pink and gold. My creams come in nice glass jars with gold. I just wanted to have that beautiful essence without too much fluff. There are no artificial fragrances, there are no parabens, there are no silicones, but it does have the clinical aspect of it as well. So I really wanted to fuse that clinical with the sensory experience. So I'm an oculoplastic surgeon, which means that I'm a specialist in the eye area. I do all eyelid surgery, upper and lower, which means eyelid reduction, puffy eyelids, fat prolapse, and obviously skin, as well as eyelid malpositions. Oftentimes the eyes are the area that show the early signs of aging, and that can start from your early 20s. I do believe there are a number of treatment modalities available to help these patients instead of resorting to surgery. So I think it's really important to know that at any age there are things that we can do to tweak our appearance, and particularly around the eyes. And so that's part of the reason that I'm known as the eye doctor. So my newest product is Depuff and Define. This is a new eye cream that does exactly what it says it does. It depuffs and defines the area around the eye. And the purpose of this cream is for those individuals who suffer from puffiness around the eyes. Oftentimes people get confused what's puffy and what's actually just fine lines and wrinkles. Puffiness is when you're looking at yourself and you actually have an outpouch of skin around the eyes, whereas fine lines and wrinkles are the lines and wrinkles around the eyes. Do not get confused if you can see the tear trough, which is the demarcation basically between the lower eyelid and the cheek. So that's often a misconception. People come into my office and think they have puffy eyes, but they don't actually have puffy eyes. They just have a little bit of volume loss in that tear trough, which gives them the impression. So Depuff and Define uses a little bit of an agent called Slim Lift, as well as caffeine, to help detoxify and remove some of the excess fluid around the skin in the delicate eye area, so that you can have a more smooth and tighter contour. It also does have a little bit of hyaluronic acid to help lock in moisture and decrease the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles as well.